I think that Jonathan Majors may have ruined the MCU or unintentionally tried to. Robert Downey Jr. is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he will play Doctor Doom in the upcoming film Avengers Doomsday, and I believe Avengers Secret Wars as well. What's happening in the MCU?
It seems like a very odd choice at the beginning. I don't think this was originally the plan. I do think this, from a financial standpoint, a business standpoint, I think this is a little bit of damage control, especially after doing all this legwork to set up Kang and then having to scrap it, which I still don't fully understand that decision because you could have easily recast him.
Yeah.
But maybe they just kind of realized that Kang as a villain wasn't really working all that well. Really, so far, the multiverse hasn't really done anything significant. We've had some fun. We've had some shenanigans. We've seen a bunch of different variants of characters that we like and some that we don't like. But this changes things. This makes the multiverse matter because somewhere out there in the multiverse, there is a universe where Doom looks just like Tony Stark. They said he's Victor Von Doom. He's not a Tony Stark variant.
So it is confirmed he is Victor. He's not coming back as the variant in which we see here in the picture.
This issue that people are throwing, it's not going to be the plotline of this issue. That's a very convoluted. Their brains switch bodies, and they're in school together and stuff. This issue, I never read it, but I've familiarized myself since then. So it's not that they're going to do the issue that everyone's seen, which was kind of a what if issue.
What if?
Yeah, I think it's exactly how Brett says. We're going to see. This is going to be a variant. He's going to be from the Fantastic Four timeline. It's going to be a good device to bring the Fantastic Four over into the sacred, the proper 616 timeline.
When our characters meet up with him, we're going to actually have an emotional reaction there. And that's why I think they did it. Because Doctor Doom has no emotional connection to any of the lead Avengers right now. His emotional connection is to the Fantastic Four. The second I saw this, I was like, oh, this is great because they're going to have him be the Doctor Doom from the universe where the Fantastic Four come from. And sure enough, that's what they announced. And so when the Fantastic Four and he cross over into our universe, we're going to have a massive amount of tension because the Fantastic Four are going to look at our world and go, why are you worshiping Doctor Doom?
Right.
And then the Avengers are going to look at this man who looks just like their founder and the man that sacrificed themselves to save literally the universe. What's going to happen when Doom sees that he looks exactly like this guy, Tony Stark? How manipulative do you think he's going to be?
What if they pull a fast one on us and they use prosthetics to make Robert Downey Jr. look nothing like himself with the scarring and wearing the mask for most of the movies? I mean, they're paying him $80 million, so I doubt
they're not
it's
going to
happen.
No. Yeah.
But what if they do? The mask is on, the prosthetics are there, he's scarred. It's a possibility, although I doubt it because they need his face, right?
They need it because you made this decision and now you need to actually if you ignore this decision in the movie, it's going to be so bad. Now it has to be about the fact that he looks like Tony Stark. Out of all the Avengers, can you imagine what that's going to do to Spider-Man? Especially the way they've set up his relationship with Stark in the MCU.
I think that Jonathan Majors may have ruined the MCU or unintentionally tried to. They were set on Kang. They wanted Kang, and Jonathan Majors was really good in Loki. Obviously Ant-Man wasn't as good as we imagined it would be, but that character was being set up to be the Thanos of this next chapter of the MCU, and obviously we all know what happened with him, and so they were trying to figure out what to do, and they landed on bring back the golden cow. It always works with RDJ. It never fails with RDJ. So there is a little bit of desperation there, but I think it all hinges on the writing, right? If they can make that story, which it's there, if they can really make it impactful and emotional, then it's not a bad move at all. It makes a lot of sense, but I do think we're going to learn a lot from Fantastic Four First Steps.
I think, Brett, you nailed what their motivation is 100%. We don't have Kang anymore. We can't lean on him. He was a little, even without Jonathan Majors, lackluster response to him in Quantumania, regardless of that. So it didn't look like there was much of a future anyway.
So maybe he saved it. maybe Jonathan Majors
Maybe,
unintentionally
but
saved the
here's my
MCU.
problem with this. In my mind, this is an opportunity to really do something cool, like you're doing with
Mhm.
WandaVision, explore alternate storylines, explore things. And you're
Right.
right, Brett, there's no lead up to have Doctor Doom enter this universe. So if I'm looking at this as lead up, fine. But in my mind, it's like this is such a perfect opportunity to bring somebody in new that could be very exciting and interesting, that could re-incite fans and everything. But instead, we're like retreading. And you're right, there's a lot of themes to explore there, but Mysterio served that role well in that Spider-Man movie of acting as a faux Tony Stark figure. And we saw Spider-Man kind of
Right.
go through, a
Jake.
lot. We saw Peter go through those emotions already. It feels like,
Yeah.
sure, there's space to revisit it, but it will be revisiting. Like we're going to be revisiting old
Right.
themes. And I think that's kind of why I'm balking at this and why some people are balking is like, do something brave, do something creative. It's the same criticism I had towards Star Wars. Do something bold. I think, sure, you're going to get a lot of people mad at you, but like, I think you'll earn more respect long term
Yeah.
if you make bold decisions. And this is a very safe. It might seem
Yeah.
on paper like, wow, what a wild concept, but like it's pretty safe.
No.
Let's bring the star of the MCU today
Right.
back
Yeah.
into the
From a
MCU because we
business
miss him so
standpoint.
bad. Yeah. This is my bias. I just want to see. I've been waiting for Doom for so long. I want to see a really cool Doom, and this hurts a little bit because it's like I don't doubt that RDJ would play a great Doctor Doom, but it's not proper Doom, right? It's this
Right.
weird spin on Doom. It's not like just a fully fleshed out. And from what I've heard, they're giving him all of Doom's backstory and everything. Like they really are treating him like a true variant of Doctor Doom. But then it's like, yeah, but is he gonna stay then? Is he gonna be Doctor Doom forever? Because I want Doctor Doom for a
Right.
while in this universe. And this feels like a temporary thing that kind of like pushes out the ability to have like a fully fleshed Doctor Doom be there.
They're back on track when Fantastic Four drops. That's it. I'm calling it. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah, but
excited.
imagine if Fantastic Four came back and they had just a really cool Doom with a different actor, and then it's like, oh, that guy's gonna be in the main. That'd be dead. No, whatever. That's my own personal bias.
Especially if it was Cillian Murphy.
If it was Cillian Murphy or some shit like that, dude, come on, that'd be right.
Oh yeah.
Thomas Shelby taking on
You're right.
Fantastic
You're
Four.
right.
Come on,
Cillian Murphy,
maybe?
Doctor Doom would be so sick. Come on, guys. But I'll watch every second of it.
I'll watch every one.
I'll be in the theater. I'll be in the theater. No,
I watched
no
Deadpool
matter what.
Wolverine. I'll
I'll
watch
be
some
there
more.
day one.
Yeah. yeah. Good decision from a business standpoint. From a creative standpoint, I think it's weak sauce. But what can you do?
Follow the money.
Mhm.
Follow the money. Whatever you do, Disney, make sure you keep following that money because that's how we're gonna get good quality entertainment. Oh yeah. All right, we settled that.